Hey everybody, this is Chad Warren. It is 7:03 a.m. Thursday, June 20th, 2024 here in Hot Springs, Arkansas. I hope you are doing well. It was nice to wake up extra early, 5 something towards 6, just seconds or minutes before dawn, as we're the day next to the longest day of the year, which is tomorrow. And I just have been appreciating my service with AT&T in regards to a product they have called AT&T Air. And if you don't know, that is a 5G gateway. Let me look it up here. Internet Air. So I'm paying $60.80. I've had it for a couple months now, and I just was thinking one day, wait a minute, how does this work? Oh, okay. Because all you do is plug it in. And then I'm like, okay, so that's 5G. And then, there's concerns about EMF safety, the radiation from all these cell phones and different microwave transmitters, radio transmitters. But I started thinking, I need to get an EMF meter. I've wanted one forever, haven't had the money to get one, but who knows? I mean, if you're like me and you just use your phone most of the time, I wonder what is more, has more EMF pollution. Would it be your cell phone? Or like you see above, it has a special symbol for the Wi-Fi gateway. So, I mean, if that gateway is over there in the other room, then you see what I'm saying? And then the thought was, oh, and that signal is already being broadcast. So whether you have that box or not, that 5G signal is going through your house. Now, I understand that by hooking up the gateway or router, whatever you want to call it, that's going to increase it because it's going to repeat and amplify that signal, I assume. I don't know if it amplifies it, but it's going to allow you to access it. So those are interesting questions I have about it. But there's some other features that are pretty neat about it. We'll take a look. It comes with some apps. I like how it has a VPN. And I mean, to be honest, I've been, downloading torrents or whatever, and I haven't noticed a problem, which I was doing anyway with just the Brave browser that hides your IP. But this has a feature. There's a couple apps here, and I get a little confused as to what does what. But so you have all this speed test, just thinking about your parents or just people that don't know or care about the technology. It's interesting how this has made it very convenient. And how they have security for websites that you visit, that it gives you a warning that this might be a malicious phishing site or something like that. I usually disregard those. That's not very helpful, the warnings that they give you. But this is interesting that only very rarely does give me a mention like that. So it doesn't seem to be like politically biased, because sometimes those do seem that way. Oh, you're going to a site that questions the government. This has got cooties, you know. But no, that's helpful. And it does take a while, I've noticed, for it to do this speed test, which is funny because OOKLA, UKLA, or speed test, I've used this app before. I don't know why it would be different, I guess, with this gateway. But we'll get, there you go, 1,000 megabits per second download versus usually I'm lucky to get, now that's just to the gateway. So I think I usually get about 25 megabits per second data on the phone. We'll see what it actually says. But I usually have seen it at least 10 times that amount at 250. Now, I don't use all these devices. I really don't even need this, to be honest with you. But my roommate does use it, and that is what's cool. After this is done, I will show you that feature that I really like, which is like when your friends come over to the house or you have a roommate situation like this, you have them scan the QR code that it provides on your phone, and they're able to easily log on as a guest. And then I'm able to, say, okay, this is who I can label those people and their devices. So that, possibly that would give you a way to determine what is fair based on use if you had multiple people, because I think it tracks the data use per device and stuff like that. That's an interesting question. It also has a nice app where you use your phone, and I think you look down at the ground through the camera, but it is giving you the signal of where everywhere in your house. So that's an interesting question. I don't know if you can just convert signal to known health risks of being in that amount of signal for X amount of time, but you can clearly, the reason why it has that is so you know where to put the gateway to get the best signal. But that is cool that it does that. And I feel like I'm worried if I go away from here that it's not going to be able to come back and get this information. Well, we'll take, oh, here we go. It heard me talking. So 104 megabits per second upload. I don't know. That seems kind of slow, doesn't it? I don't know those. I don't really know upload numbers, to be honest with you. Here we go. Here we go. So that's about 40 something higher than I did notice last time. I wonder why they're, I guess, maybe, here's a question. Maybe it is allocating bandwidth. So this 292 megabits per second to my phone is not. It's. I think they're going to tell us. I think that it can allocate only as much data as it thinks you need. Well, I hit a button and it didn't work. The button I hit was to learn why. The different devices. It said something about different devices. I assumed it's probably what I'm thinking, that if you needed more, it would give you more. Okay. So let's get out of this. Let's see what else we can do here. It has all this self-diagnostic. It's easy to set up. Um, my place is a mess, but I'll just show you what the device looks like real quick. I'm over here unpacking stuff from a storage building. But anyway, this indicator changes. And it'll tell you like a signal strength, like an equalizer. And you pretty much just plug it in and it'll connect itself. There was a tad of difficulty the first time that I set it up, but it's been pretty easy. It wasn't that bad, and it's been fine since then. That's the device where you scan. Now this I haven't done. This must have to do okay, so this has to do that there must be channels on the gateway to speak to different radios or devices. Okay. And then, just making sure I haven't forgotten anything that it does. Data usage. Yeah, here's where you get to make different profiles for people. I'm not sure why it didn't keep what I had in here. I mean, I did unplug it. I do unplug this at night, just like I turn my phone off at night. I do feel concerned about EMF, so I do that. But I don't know if I wouldn't think that would have to change what's going on in this app. But I just wonder why it didn't have saved a couple of people that I did have stored in there before. So that's a question. But yeah, seems pretty neat. And yeah, you have an internet security that goes with it. And yeah, just thought it was cool and thought I would share that. And if you are looking for something cool going on today online, I would recommend that I go to the right place, that you check out End of Days Radio. So, Brandy Renee is going to be on there today at 6 p.m. Central. Wait a minute. No, tomorrow. Today's Thursday. Yeah, so tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central, check out Brandy Renee on End of Days Radio, and it is a different kind of a show. They do discuss occult and conspiracy in a very open forum. It's on for many hours. They have a guest at the beginning, and then you're able to either chat through the YouTube live stream text-wise, or there is a StreamYard link and you can come on for a video conference discussion with some lively panel members. But it's just a nice community. You know, I feel really connected to these people. So if that's something you're interested in, check that out tomorrow at 6. And you can find pretty much this is I didn't decide one day that I want to prefer Twitter, but I do, compared to and here's an even weirder one. I really only use these social media for advertising things that I think are cool. I sadly don't appreciate a lot of the information that I see on there. And that's probably more just how I use the social media. do I go into these groups? Am I searching? Like, really, what I don't understand is I want to find videos, just what's the next video for me to watch. I don't understand. Does Twitter not have a thing where I could just filter out and not see all these tweets and only see videos? That would be nice if you could do that, but alas, I'm surprised I like TikTok. The reason why I do is that it seems like it finds people that are actually close to me, where the other ones don't do that. I don't know why that is. But anyway, this is where I have most of my stuff. If you want to learn more, and then if you want to see what else I do, you can go to Linktree, chad.warren. I'll have these links in the description. And what's going on with you today? All right, have a good one.